Hey everybody, it's Alison Sullivan with Stamp Crazy with Alison, and thanks for joining me today on my live. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in New Westminster, British Columbia in Canada, and it's Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to anyone out there who's going to be joining me. I'm just going to make sure that I'm actually broadcasting with sound. And so I'm just going to bring it up on my iPad and just double check this sound. Yep, we're good. We're good. Now, I wasn't sure how many people could join me today because, as I said, it is Mother's Day. And so you might be out at church, you might be out for breakfast, you might be out for both. I'm going out later to a baseball game and hoping that the weather holds and doesn't rain out. So fingers crossed on that one. Alrighty, just gonna bring up this. I think people are just slow today because I know some people already said they would be coming, so we'll let them join us. Go. Okay, anybody? Usually people are here by now, but it's only 1 minute after. We'll see where everybody is, because I don't want to start talking to myself. Okay. All right. So something seems to be kind of cuckoo with my broadcast today, but I'm determined to get it fixed. So there we go. Nope, that's not the one I want. Hi, Mo. Thanks for coming. Gosh, I was wondering where everybody was. Good. Now there's one person here, so I can start. Oh, dear. I'm just trying to get my broadcast up on my other screen so that I can see comments. There we go. All right. Whew, that took a while. Oh, I was just saying that I'm going to a baseball game. Ian's taking me to a baseball game, but the weather has been not great here. So fingers crossed that we don't get rained out because it'll be a fun day at the park. I'm going to just go over here to my actual display screen and I'll just go through some things before people join. Hi, Diane. Happy Mother's Day to you too. I hope you're going to get out for a little treat today. All right. So let me just take you through some things because if you're watching this on replay, you can see everything that's coming up in my Stampin' Up! World this month. So one of the things is a class on the Flowering Tulips bundle with some other products. The Evening Evergreen Window Pane Check ribbon, that's hard to say, and the Brush Butterflies, which is even harder to say, and the Stunning Flowering Fields Designer Series paper. So this is a class. It's got 4 cards. It's $22. You have to live in Canada because I'm sending you the card kit. So you have to live in Canada to receive it. But if you don't, you can order the PDF, which is $12. And that's for 4 cards. So that's my, oh gosh, what month are we in? May class. Let me show you some cute samples made with it. Oh, I'm so glad you're going for lunch. That's great, Diane. Have a great lunch. So you guys saw me make this card last week. So you can check my past videos, but that's using it. And it's really great how you can stamp two-step stamping. So we've got one image, then we stamp another image on top, then we've got the center image. And it's great that they're photopolymer because you can see exactly where to line them up. Okay, this one here, I also did a video on it, one of our past videos, and it's using the dies that go with it. So this is creating a tulip with the dies, and it's really cool because it looks 3D, right? Really cool. And that gorgeous paper. This paper, you guys, is only around to the end of June. But if it sells out before then, it's gone. Here's another card that we did on one of our lives. Kind of a fun, fancy fold card, highlighting that gorgeous paper again. Here's a fun card. I'm never sure what these are called. I used to know, but my sisters will know. They'll tell me. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Cheryl. Mo, tell me, what are the names of these cards again? Where you have like you cut out the middle and then you have a piece that keeps it together. Mo will know. She'll tell me in a minute. She's thinking and she'll type it. Okay, so this is a really cute one. I love this die that comes with the die set. Isn't that gorgeous? And then we've got a flap that you open, and then you can write something in there. Hi, Elaine. Elaine will know what this card, this fancy fold is called too. I've made them so many times, but I can't remember the name. All righty, here's another one. Now this one's made with the tulip dies, but it's using the designer series paper to create the tulips. And there's that really beautiful die again. And look, happy Mother's Day. Yay. And then lastly, this is from the same suite of products, from the Flowering Field suite of products, but it's the tulip. It's actually called the Tulip Fields. And we've got the beautiful little windmill here that you can make. It is retiring at the end of June, whereas the Flowering Fields one with the tulips is continuing on into the new catalog. Spanner card. Thanks, Mo. See, I know Mo would know that. So spanner card, which means that there's these two flaps and you put something along it as a span, a little bridge to keep it together. Okay, so that's my class for May. So sign up for that. And if you order anything in May in my online store or in Patsy Wagner's store, Stamps to Die For, she's in Minnesota, so in either one of ours, you will receive a free PDF with 6 cards using the products. So that's just a free gift. Any value order will get you that. So that's cool. Okay. All righty. Important. Catalog launch. We've got our brand new catalog. It's been launched by Stampin' Up, and I'm having my launch party, my annual catalog launch party with my friend Ange McKay. We always do them together. We do catalog launches together. And this time we're focusing on a gorgeous suite of products. Let me just flip to the page. It is here. Go, Sun Prints. So the Sun Prints suite of products is on page 90 and 91 in the catalog. And I will show you what you get in the class. Let me grab this. So first thing we're going to do is you're going to get, put this aside, you're going to get, 6 by 12. It's cut 6 by 12. 6 of them. So you're going to get half a package of the designer series paper, which is absolutely gorgeous. If you haven't seen this, we've been playing with it a couple of lives. So we've got gray granite kind of on one side. And then on the other side, we've got these beautiful blues. Pacific Point, Starry Sky, Night of Navy. Okay. So you're going to get half a package of that. You're going to get a full package of pearls. So you can use pearls for anything. I'm just grabbing something that I forgot to bring over. Grab it. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's like, here we go. Yay, found it. Nothing like live television. Okay, so what I love about pearls or rhinestones, of course, is you can color these with the Stampin' Plans. So you can turn them into different colors, which is fun. So you're going to get a full one of those, and you're going to get a full roll of the gray granite ribbon. There you go. Okay. So full roll of that. And you're going to get instructions for 6 cards using the Nature's Prints stamp set and the Natural Prints dies. Oops, move these over. And the Fern embossing folder. So you're going to get instructions, a PDF. You're going to get a fun day or morning of stamping on June the 4th. starting at 10 o'clock Pacific time. Now, if you can't join us live on Facebook, that's okay, because all the videos will be there for you to watch later. Okay, so if you want to make the cards exactly like we've presenting them, you are going to need the stamp set and the dies. Okay, now there is a special. If you purchase the stamps and the dies, we're going to direct ship those to you, and we're going to include a full package of the designer series paper. So that's a little bonus. Yay! Okay, now for the first time ever, let me just take you through those cards that we made online. We made this card the other day. That was a fun card. We made this one, I think, last Sunday. This is a sunburst card using that gorgeous DSP, right? And this was just a variation of the first one. We, instead of using the starry sky, we used the gray granite. Okay. All right. I think that's all I needed to tell you about that. Yeah. Now, as for our add-on classes, it's super cute. So on June the 5th, we're going to be offering a class using the Elephant Parade stamp set, which is adorable. It's on page 48. Love the little mouse. And the class is $40. But it comes with the stamp set, and the stamp set's $30. Plus, you're going to get 4 cards, a card kit to make 4 cards. So it's basically, you're really getting the card class for free, really, because by the time you add shipping and handling and taxes, you really are getting it free. We're also giving you a special on, if you purchase the dies, we're giving you a skookum deal on the dies, so they'll be less than they are in the catalog. So there you go. That's class number 1. Class number 2 is the Happiness Abounds bundle, or the Happiness Abounds stamp set from the Hues of Happiness Suite, which is on page 108. Now, gorgeous. Okay, everybody agrees this is gorgeous, and we're actually going to play with it today. So I have made 4 cards using this stamp set. You're going to get the stamp set, which is a $32 stamp set. So the class is $40. Again, it's like getting the class for free, and we'll get together and make the cards. So you're going to get everything you need. So I'll have cut the DSP for you and done any embossing or any die cuts for you. Okay. You will have an option of purchasing the Blossoming Happiness dies at a discount. And I would really recommend getting those because they're beautiful. So let's have a look at those products. So here's the DSP, which you can see is gorgeous. I like to do this. I like to flip one piece because I find that you can see it. There we go. A little bit better. How's that? So on one side, we've got these gorgeous flowers. And then on the other side, we've got these fabulous like watercolored backgrounds. I couldn't do it. These are cute, the little X's. And then on the other side, we've got more flowers, some darker backgrounds, and again, that white wash look. Okay, and then this is really sweet. So that's the DSP. It's so pretty. Then we've got the stamp set. Now you're getting this as part of the class, right? And you can add the dies. Now this die here is so cool. Love it. It is the one that's on the front of the catalog. Can you see this? So it makes it look like a little notebook. Isn't that cute? I was looking through my little stash of cards here, but I don't want to show you anything that's part of my actual class. So I can show you this one. This is one that I actually cased from the front. So can you see that? And there's the little notebook. The second die is this one here, and it's more like a squared off little notebook. So I hope that kind of makes sense. And then I'll just remember last week I showed you this card. This is another starburst using that gorgeous paper. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so let's get started creating today because we're going to be using this Hues of Happiness. Okay, good morning, Keisha. You forgot it was Sunday. Yeah. Oh gosh, time flies. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Eleanor. skookum deal. You like that? Is that not a word that people use? Oh, yeah. Happy Mother's Day. And Carly's here and Lynn. Hi, everybody. I always feel like the woman on Romper Room. Nancy, Sharon. Good morning, everybody. Happy Mother's Day to all of you celebrating. I did mention that at the beginning. My son, when he was really little, said, Happy Mother's Day. And I said, thank you, Ian. And then he said, when is it Kids Day? And I said, every other day. And he said, oh. Anyways, it's a great day to celebrate moms. Okay. The first thing I want to show you is the Designer Series paper. Now, we looked at it earlier, but I want to show you something. All of these flowers can be cut out, yeah, with scissors, sort of, yeah. Why would you want to do that? Or we're going to actually be using one of these flowers today. Or they can be cut out with the matching die. So you just have to, here's the trick. I should always have these set up before I get down here. You have to kind of turn it till you find where they go. Oh, I did have a trick where it's okay, just talk amongst yourselves. Here it is. I think this is the way it goes. Yeah. So there we go. Yay. I kind of look for this little, it's got this little point. Can you see that little point there? And there's a little point on the flower. So that goes like that. And that cuts those ones out. And then we've got one that cuts out the leaves. This leaf and this leaf. So cool. And then, as if that's not enough, we've got, grab these other ones. I'm not going to use these other ones today, but let me show you. We've got this one cuts out this one. Make sure I'm still in frame. Yep. And this one cuts out the little, I call it the little fat one, and it's this one here. So I'll just move that for a sec. So that cuts out that one. Okay, and this one cuts out this one. So you get the idea. And I think there's one more. There is. I just have to find it. There's one more. It's this one here. So look at that. So 1, 2, 3 cuts out 4 flowers and 2 sets of leaves with the dies. Okay. So really cool. So what I want to do now is I want to just isolate the ones I want to cut out. So for today's card, I'm going to use this pretty one here. And I found it easiest if I isolated the ones that I want to cut. Okay. So I want this flower here. I'm just going to make it a little bit easier to get to. And I want this leaf. So I might as well grab that leaf at the same time. Anyways, this is what I did to start. I just started cutting all the little pieces out into smaller bits. Okay. So that's all I want from that page. Look at that beautiful color. Love that. And I also, oh, no, that's not true. I also want this one here. So let's just cut a little guy out. Okay. There we go. So I want that. All right. So I'm all set with those. Isn't that cool? You guys already probably knew that. I know. Eleanor, Eleanor's saying that she physically hurts when she cuts out this paper. But we used to make a joke, like, it's okay to use your DSP. It's okay to cut into it. It does not bleed. But we bleed because it is absolutely beautiful paper. Hi, Connie. Oh my gosh. Hi, Connie. Hi, Wanda. Me, you too. Yeah, I know. We're funny. Okay. Now I want to show you something. Normally, you know how I bring in my mini boss? Not today. I want to show you something really cool. So let's bring in my big boss. But it would really help if I had the handle on the side that I'm going to turn. I find that's easier. So here we go. Now look at, we've got our base plate, right? Number 1. And then guess what just got released in the new catalog? The magnetic plate. And when I type, this thing must weigh, I don't even know what this weighs. Quite a bit. But the great thing about it is the magnet that runs through the middle here between these two pieces is the entire surface. Okay, so that's what's really cool about it. Now let's grab those. And I need my, oh, here we go, trying to find the flower again, the way it lines up. Okay. This is one of those. Keisha forgot it was Sunday. I remembered it was Sunday, but I probably, some days you can line up stuff so easy, can't you? And then other days it's like, what? So I'm going to do that. Now I can't put my little leaf on at the same time because it would be too close to that, right? It would move it over. However, I can cut this one out. It's sitting right beside it. And if I were you guys and I was cutting out a bunch, I would just get them all ready to go and do it all at once. So you can cut out like all 4 flowers plus 2 leaves, right? And just watch something mindless on TV. There's a lot of that going around. Okay, good. All right. I love the way it doesn't move. Look at this. And then we're just going to run that through. Isn't that great? Love it. Here's our other side. Make sure I'm on screen. Yeah, there we go. And here's all our little bits. Look at that. Isn't that great? Now, it's perfectly normal for the mat that you're using, the magnetic mat here, to have indentations of what you've cut out. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? So don't freak out. That's the way it's supposed to be. Since I've got my machine out, I'm going to do a couple more cuts. I've got 2 pieces of fresh freesia. I've cut them 4 by 1 and I got to think of that measurement, 5/8. Okay, so 2 of those. I don't think I can cut both of them at the same time. I think it might be goofy, but you know what? I'm going to try it. What the heck? Let's try it. And we're going to use this fantastic die. So let's move this like this. I'm going to put those 2 together. Now you're right. If somebody's thinking, why didn't you just leave it together and cut it? Could have done that. But on my original card, I cut these out separately. But I don't think we need to. I think we can cut it like that. Okay. I'm going to run this through. Love the magnetic plate because it holds it in place. Hi, Jacqueline. Good morning. You're not late. And you can go back and watch. Now, these, I want to show you this. Move my big machine down. This particular die cuts out all these little bits, okay? And it's like this, but then I just take a piece of cardstock and I just do this over the garbage can and it removes them all, okay? So we're good. All right, let's put that down. Now, when you get your magnetic plate, I believe someone was saying that the instructions say the wrong sandwich. So all you need is plate number 1, your magnetic plate, and your clear plate. That's it. Okay. So disregard what's on the instructions. Stampin' Up made a boo-boo. All right. I want to put a piece of paper under here and make sure I get out all the little bits. Another thing about that magnetic plate versus my mini is it took out all the little pieces, which is great. Now, these pieces here, you might be thinking, why aren't they coming out? You've left a bunch in there, but I actually didn't. You turn it over and you can poke some or all of these so that they stand up. So they're not meant to cut right through. They're just like little hanging chads. There we go. All right. So I just picked a few. I mean, you can do as many as you want. Okay. There we go. All right. So there we go. We got those 2 pieces prepared. And now I needed one more plain piece. Okay. On my plain piece, I'm going to stamp some images here. So let's grab the large flower, the one that matches. Let's see here. Grab a block. There we go. And I'm going to use Fresh Freesia ink, Fresh Freesia paper. I found that for the purpose of this particular card, if I stamp on it full strength, it's too dark. So we're going to take off the first generation of stamp, and then we're going to stamp. And we're just going to get a very nice watermarked flower. This looks like watermark paper. Oh, that's a bit darker than I wanted. I don't know my own strength. Do that again. Okay, go here. That's better. And here. Okay, so there we go. Now, I'm going to let that just settle for a minute because I want to emboss on top and I don't want the embossing powder to go on some of the stray ink. So these first two pieces, I've cut a piece. We're starting with Gorgeous Grape. I have lots of friends who love purples. I think we all do. I think it's a woman color, purple. Feels like a powerful color to me. So we've got Gorgeous Grape as our base. That's our standard 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I've got a piece of the basic white, excuse me, cut 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. And what we're going to do is grab my trusty glue. Oh, you're welcome, Wanda. Wanda saying, thanks for mentioning that the plate gets kind of messed up with indents. Or these indents, sorry. You're talking about pushing out the indents. Sorry, yeah. Yeah, because I was, to tell you the truth, Wanda, I was doing my class cards because I'm offering a class in this on June the 5th. And I kept trying to poke them out. I thought maybe they're not supposed to come out. So I went and looked at a sample card in the catalog, and sure enough, they're meant to sort of stand up. So you can see here. See how the ones that I poked out are standing up? Just gives it a little bit more interest, doesn't it? Okay. And we're going to do this. And I'm putting one at the top and one at the bottom. And then I can line up one in the middle a little bit easier. Here we go. Okay, and I've left a spot in the middle for that piece that we were stamping on. Get to that in a sec. All right, so there we go. There's my start of my card. Now, let's bring in that piece that we were playing with earlier. I'm going to take my embossing buddy. If you don't have one, you can use a Swiffer. I'm going to rub it all over, making sure I really get the oils off my finger and the excess ink off of that with our fingers crossed, right? And we're going to grab the stamp that says, wishing you all the happiness. Oh, wishing you all the happiness you can imagine, or you are wonderful in every way. How about happiness? Let's wish people happiness. We need more happiness. Okay, let's do that. Grabbing my block. Not quite big enough. Let's do this one. And I'm just going to use up, I'm lucky I've got the lines on my the mouse paddy thing here. There we go. Grab our Versamark. Stamp over here, fingers crossed that my black, because black is one of those ones that can go either way. It can stick to everything or nothing. I think we're good. Yep, we're good. But I like to, it always looks like I'm dumping coal, doesn't it? Okay, so wishing you all the happiness you can imagine. We're going to put that back. There we go. Sometimes I use white, even though it's quite a subtle color. But you'll see why I use black in a minute. I did tie it into something. Let's heat that up. just before, I'm just going to give that one more little flick. Okay. All right. Now for the middle piece, rather than gluing it down, I thought it would be nicer to pop it up and just give it some extra little life. Let me grab, here we go. Hope you guys are doing something special today. I mentioned at the beginning when no one was here, I'm going to a Vancouver Canadians baseball game today. I was telling my son, he's taking me, I was telling him that the first 500 mums get a free hat. So he's taking me early so I can get my hat. Okay. We've got our flower that we cut out earlier. And I used black because it tied in with the center of that flower. Okay. And we want to add our leaves. Now, I found the easiest way to add the leaves was with a glue dot. So I'm going to take the leaf and stick it on. And let's just see which way I want to have my flower. I've got quite a bit of room. So I'm going to do like that. Yep. Now you can create these flowers and leaves with the stamps and just color them in with your Stampin' Blends, or you can use watercolor pencils or our inks. There's so many ways to color our stamps. What do you think? And then we're going to put a dimensional on all of these, pop them up. I was going to use this card in my class, but I decided to, I made about 7 cards yesterday because it's really, once you get started making cards with this suite, it's really not hard. They start coming at you, the ideas. Okay. Favorite glue. Oh, don't you love purple? Look at that. That would have made a nice Mother's Day card too. All right. So there's the card from today. Now the only difference between yesterday's, the one I made, my sample, is, bring that down. Gosh, I'm always out of screen or anything. There we go. The only difference is that I ran these two through as individual pieces. So you can see that I got more of the pattern. But I actually like both of them. This is the one that I squished together and ran them through at the same time. I'm not sure. I'm actually thinking I like today's better. I'm actually thinking I like just the more subtle look of that die that we used. What do you guys think? Okay, so that's my class for June the 5th. So make sure you follow the links. Jacqueline's coming to my class. I'll see you then. It is so simple, isn't it, Diane? You know, sometimes we look at something and we think, like if I saw this in a, you know, an idea or on Pinterest, I might think, oh my gosh, that's so fussy. That's so hard. It's not. If you break, my sister Ellie, who's a teacher, a retired teacher, always said to me, if you break things down into small bits, they're easy. Yeah, I like today's better. Me too. It's just not as busy, right? So this is the winner. Okay. And then one last thing before I go. A lot of you that are joining me this morning are already demonstrators, but if you're not, listen up. You can sign up and get the starter kit, which is $135. And there's no shipping on that. But you can go to the catalog and pick $165 of whatever you'd like. But you only pay $135. But in May, you're going to get a bonus. You're going to get all 5 in colors. Okay. So we've got Parakeet Party, Sweet Sorbet, Starry Sky, Orchid Oasis, and Tahitian Tide. You're going to get all of those. You're going to get a package of the in color cardstock, 20 sheets, 4 of each of the colors, 8.5 by 11. This is just a free gift from Stampin' Up, in addition to your $165. You're going to get a full package of the In Color Designer Series paper, 48 sheets. These are just samples. So you're going to get 4 of each of these. Isn't that great? And all of that is valued at just about $100. So for $135, you're going to get, what's that, $265 worth? Oh, hi, Janet. I was waiting for you because I know you love purple. Janet loves purple. A lot of us do, obviously, right? It's just I don't know. There's something about purple. I don't know. It must mean something to us all. Okay, so let me come back over here. Here we are. Here we are. Okay, so thanks for joining me today. I've been having a lot of fun with this Hues of Happiness. So check out my link in this post when it finishes recording, and you'll see the link to sign up for the launch party, which is the Sun Prints, and then the 2 additional classes, one of which is Hues of Happiness. And I got to tell you, I wish I could show you the cards because I'm really excited about them, but I can't. But I did show you the one that I cased today. Here's the one that I cased. Do you know, whenever I start working with a new set of products, I pull all the colors that are listed on the back of the DSP, and I pile them up, and I get the stamp pads, and I get everything that coordinates, and that's where I start. And the next thing I do, if I'm really stumped, is I'll case a card. So I'll copy and selectively edit a card from the catalog, because they're created by the artists, by the concept artists that Stampin' Up. So that's about as good as you can get, right? So this one that I'm showing you beside the card we made today is a case of a card on the front of the catalog. I just changed the colors. So if you're ever stuck and you can't find your mojo, that's where I would start. All right, you guys, have a great day. I'm hoping, oh, the sun came out good for my baseball game. It's not going to rain on our baseball game. And have a great day, and I will see you guys back here on Wednesday at 3 o'clock, right? Wednesday at 3. I'll be back on Thursday at 5. That will be another card using Sun Prints. Alrighty. Oh, and visit Ange's Facebook on Tuesday night, and she will be showing you a card from that uses the products from our Sun Prints. Or maybe she'll show you the elephant. I'm not sure. Wink, wink. Okay. Have a great day. Oh, bye. Hi, Marilyn. Thank you. Bye, guys.